Welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. May you live your truth. Good morning from Los Angeles, California. This is Dr. Erin, Doctor of Divinity, and I'm excited, still clearing my voice from leftover residual of a little flu I had. So today's topic is sauna, cleansing and detoxing. Sauna, cleanse, and detox. This has been a very, very impactful area of my life. I want to talk to you today about cleansing and detoxing via sauna work. And it's a fascinating topic, in my opinion. So, some years back, I intuitively felt like I needed to cleanse. I've never been a drug addict or anything like that. I've never had that. And I think people think, well, you only detox if you are, a heroin addict or something. But that's just not the case. So for me, I intuitively felt like I needed to cleanse and detox. This was some years ago. Gosh, it's been probably 10 plus years ago. And I had done, some miscellaneous diets and things like that kind of probably cleansed me a little bit along the way. And, you always feel a little better when you exercise and cleanse a little bit just via eating less food and things like that. But I just felt like I intuitively wanted to do some sauna work. And I had known there'd been some different studies with different doctors out and stuff. So I spent some time in the sauna. I actually did a very intensive program and was in the sauna for, did a lot of work for a couple weeks and incorporated niacin in it. And what was fascinating was over the course of 2 weeks, it was like the entire brain fog came off of my mind. I felt better. Everything actually looked different. I experienced all of life differently. And what also happened was I was able to be satisfied with the most simple foods because my taste buds actually started coming back. Everything, all my senses were coming back to life through all the sauna work. And I just felt so much better. It was miraculous, really. And I did the program with a few other people. And I also noticed that one of the guys in the program started growing his hair back over the course of a couple weeks. Like it was weird. It was like watching everybody and all their senses coming back on. And so for me now, I do sauna work. I try to do at least quarterly every year, not as intense as the first time I did it, but I try and do once a year where I do it a little bit more intense. So last night, I actually went into the sauna because I've been a little bit under the weather with the flu and know that, after you get over the, feeling of sick, it's always good to get your heat up so that you can, kill off whatever else, help your body out with. That's one of the reasons why your temperature raises, right? When you're getting sick is to actually, help kill off viruses. And look, I'm not a medical doctor and I'm not a nutritionist. So please go to your regular doctor to consult for any of this. This is just my own experience, okay? And so on that note, I went last night and I spent, a few hours in and out of the sauna. And I don't recommend that for the first time. I've built my ability to stay in the sauna over the course of the last, 10 plus years doing a lot of sauna work. And I incorporate niacin with it. And it's a real fascinating thing because there has been, a ton of big names doing sauna work now, everything from Dr. Mercola to Dr. George Wu. These are Western doctors, okay? And they have found that even detoxing Army and Navy and Orange and all the different pesticides and different toxins, they've been able to do it through sauna work with niacin. And it's really fascinating to watch the whole thing because what happened was, I think Dr. George Wu, he actually ended up doing a study when they were looking at cancer patients and trying to deal with basically minimizing calorie intake to try and starve the cancer, if you will. And what they noticed in the study was that obviously people lost a lot of fat. And in that, they found that the fat actually was bringing toxins into the GI tract and into the blood. And they would do everything from niacin to help get it sweated out. They would also do things like charcoal to put it through the GI tract to basically soak up the toxins and rid them from the body. And bottom line for me is that I feel so much better from last night going into the sauna. It was amazing. You can just feel the body doing its work. You can feel toxins coming out. And just to get a little personal, even deodorant, they found now that there's many deodorants that are very toxic that you put on. There's a reason why we sweat, you guys. It's to get rid of the toxins, and the body's ability to deal with toxins. We store it. We store it in the liver. We store it in the fat. We store it in these different places, so that it can cope, so that it can begin to flush it out, whether we eat greens and combine those toxins and rid it out through the GI tract, or whether we sweat, we can sweat out the toxins. That's how the body deals with it. And so the point is today is that knowing that there's a body, mind, spirit connection, knowing that there's an intelligence within you and I that is built in for our highest, energy, to feel the best, to do it the best. We are not designed to have the amount of pesticides and toxins and fumes from cars and crap in our water that we do today. We're not designed to sit in front of computers for 8+ hours a day like we are right now. So we have to assist in this process. And so I just want to take responsibility. I had the flu pretty bad, as you guys know, last week, and it was a 2-week process between it starting and ending. And I realized that I've been out of alignment with Mother Nature and with universal law. And so I have to take responsibility because, I get a little lazy. Sometimes I drink a little too much coffee. I eat fairly well, but even still, I eat some, carbs that are processed here and there. And over the course of, it all adds up. And I have to know that I'm here teaching the truth, and it doesn't mean I'm always 100% living the truth, right? I mean, there's not one guru or teacher or spiritual leader that's living perfectly. We're human beings, and we are perfectly imperfect. But I have to know that I have to take responsibility, that if I am beginning to, have some effects, I have to own up to it. Otherwise, I'm just going to be another delusional leader that says they're perfect. And I'm not. I'm a human being here. But I know that for me, I really get that these are the divine signs, that even the flu is the divine sign that my immune system is going down. And I have to ask myself, why is it going down? Because you can take a look at your life and go, oh yeah, I've been eating a little more junk here and there. Oh yeah, I'm sitting in front of the computer a little too much. Oh yeah, and all these things. And so for me, sauna work is imperative for my life. And so you may be asking, well, okay, so how do I do it, right? And I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you how to do it, but I can tell you from my own experience, okay? That's the legality of it. So for me, I go into the sauna, and what even Dr. Wu, I actually put a little link down in the notes where you can find a great interview with him. And he actually recommends doing it every week, a couple times a week, going into the sauna, doing sauna work, incorporating it into your lifestyle. And I'm a huge advocate of that. Yes, of course, if you need to majorly detox or cleanse, you need to do an intensive, 2 weeks or 30-day going in the sauna every day and doing high doses of niacin. You need to consult a doctor, because just because you're going to the sauna, you need to also take, different minerals and different supplements, because it rids your body of a lot of stuff. But I truly believe that if all of us incorporated sauna work into our weekly routine, once or twice a week, going in and taking niacin, taking lots of supplements, and ridding the body, we would have exponentially better health, because we would be basically detoxing and cleansing the body and freeing its energy up to do its miraculous work of revitalizing itself, rejuvenating itself, and creating new cells. And we do know now that it can create new cells through exercise, through jogging, through running, things like that, that it actually will create new brain cells and things like that. So just knowing that there is ways to detox and cleanse. I'm not a big juicing person. I don't like to juice. I would prefer to eat very healthy, very clean, and get into the sauna. And so I know that this was not very specific because I don't want it to be specific because there are doctors that do this work. You can look up Dr. Mercola, Dr. George Wu. My father, Dr. Alexander Haskell, is a naturopath and does cleansing and detoxing work. I have done it with celebrities and stuff, but I only work one-on-one. And I don't like to tell people the formulas because they will do it and they won't get the right advice. You need to have somebody kind of looking over you. You need to make sure you're doing this correct, because you can get, if you do it too intensely and don't do it right, you can get things like headaches from not having enough potassium and magnesium during the process. So find a professional, and research. There's this great thing called Google that you can start Googling how to do sauna work. Okay. Sauna and niacin. And so on that note, you guys, our time is running up, but today's universal law is the law of Dharma and purpose. So I know that today you have a special gift, a unique purpose and message to bring to the world. And I know that as you have a physical practice, your whole life gets better. As you detox and cleanse your life, you're able to have more energy to do what your true purpose is. Okay. And so today's spiritual practice is to find a physical practice that you love. Find something that makes you sweat, that you love to do. Maybe it's dancing, maybe it's tennis, maybe it's whatever, but you need to find something that is not, you don't have to, feel like you're going on a diet and going to the gym. You need to find something that you love. And so today's challenge is to ask your doctor if you're okay to do sauna work. Find a program that works for you. Okay. So on that note, we're out of time, you guys. You can find me at erinfalhaskell.com or Dr. Erin across all social media. And may you live your truth.